so delighted to be here with you. And I just want to start by taking a moment to celebrate you. So I want you to turn to your neighbor and say, neighbor. 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 I don't hear you. Okay, the only way this is going to work is if everyone participates. So let's try it again. So neighbor. Neighbor. You are incredible. Turn to your other neighbor. Neighbor. You are incredible. You know what I love the most is as you guys were doing it, you were feeling it. I absolutely love that. So I'm delighted to be here with you this morning. Again, my name is Darnyelle Jervey, and my company is Incredible One Enterprises, a full-service empowerment firm for women. And I specialize in empowering women to turn their passion into a profit. So I show you in 12 months or less how to build a six-figure business doing what you love. Because I personally believe that life is too short. I always start my talks by saying I'm not supposed to be here. I am the product of two crack-addicted parents from 1970s. My mother smoked crack the entire time she was carrying me because she didn't know I was there. I am a miracle because the doctor said if I survived, I would never know life like most know life. So it's so fitting that today I've been given the task to talk to you about celebrating your incredible factor because I live 35 years of celebration. Every single chance I get, I celebrate me because I'm not supposed to be here. And I'm a firm believer that when we live our lives to the best of our abilities every single day, the gifts that we give back to others fuel us and it offers service to the world. And that's really what you guys do every single day. You serve the microcosmic world that you work in. And you even serve the larger world because you're getting those phone calls from your external customers all the time. So I'm really, really delighted. For the next 10 or so minutes, I'm just going to share a few tips with you about how you can begin to celebrate your incredible factor. And to help you to understand that, I want to start by telling you what your incredible factor is, because you want to know, right? Your incredible factor is your secret sauce. And to illustrate this, I want you to think about the Big Mac. Ever had a Big Mac? Before you knew what the secret sauce was, if you know, I used to work there, so that's how I know. It was my first job. Don't tell anybody. Can you imagine me in that uniform? So anyway, it's your secret sauce. It's how you blend with ordinary, everyday elements in your life, and you give it the little extra to make it extraordinary. Your incredible factor is your signature move. Now I want you to think about Michael Jackson. Can you recall the very first time he did the moonwalk? And how he changed the industry forever by that one dance. And I promise you I will not demonstrate it today. But in so doing, he changed the world. So I want you to think about your signature move and how you are making it happen for the companies that you work with. Your incredible factor is your unique selling proposition. Again, I spend most of my time working with women in their own businesses, but even in your career, you have a USP. You have a position and a brand that you put forward that helps you stand out from the crowd. And your incredible factor is your hot, undeniable gift, also known as your hug. When was the last time you gave yourself a hug? So I help you to find your unique gifts and talents and infuse them in the world that you're in every single day. So again, we're just going to spend a few minutes as I share parts of my story, infusing a few key elements that are going to help you to leave this place, go forward, and all day long, all week long, stand up tall and strut your stuff because you are incredible. And it's because of you that your organizations are performing the way that they perform. If anyone tries to tell you differently, you remind them of those Bill of Rights that U.S. Representative Carney pointed out earlier. I didn't know they exist, but I'm pretty excited about them. And you have the right to be incredible, and you have the right to exude your incredible all day long, everywhere you go. So my first tip for you is to never let anyone steal your joy. You will meet people every single day in your life, unfortunately, that are who I call incredible snatchers. Their sole purpose on this earth appears as if all they want to do is snatch your incredible. You see, because you were born incredible. No one can give you incredible because it's already in you, but there are people who, they walk past your desk, they pick up their messages, and they don't say hello. They come out a few minutes later, and they may be screaming at you, and they want to steal your joy. So do not let anybody steal your joy. That's my first tip for you. My second tip for you is to discover your passion, discover what you love to do, and make it your mission to experience it as often as you can. One of my passions is to write. I discovered my love for words, first in writing and then audibly at the age of 10. And it's because I was silenced for many years through experiences that we won't go in today, because today is all about celebration. But I found my voice in my journal. And I made a decision at the age of 10 that I would one day influence the world by using words. And I would do so that I could inspire the lives of others, so that they could realize how special, no matter the circumstances, they are. And it was in starting with that first journal that I decided I wanted to be an author. And I remember getting that first book in the mail, the prototype copy with my name on the front, and just crying like a baby because I had actually realized this dream. And in celebrating myself and calling all of my friends up and going out and having a margarita that night. That was my choice celebration that particular night. I had one too many, but we're not here to talk about that. So, but celebrate. Find your passion, whether it's knitting or sewing or playing in your garden. I don't have a green thumb and I have no desire to have one, but hey, if that's your thing, do it, because life is too short. The third thing I want to encourage you to do is to find a way to celebrate yourself every single day. Every day. Still an hour if you have children or grandchildren that are around you. Find a nice book and read. Take a bubble bath. Have a margarita. I'm not encouraging you to drink if you don't want to, but I'm just saying, find a way to celebrate who you are every single day. The fourth tip is to always tell yourself how great you are. So this is what I want you to do when the next time you come across the mirror, even if it's here at the Embassy Suites. I want you to stop. I want you to smile at yourself, fix your hair, and say, girl, you are incredible. Or guys, I don't want you saying girl, you are incredible. Okay? But I want you to take a moment. Sometimes I crack myself up. I want you to take a moment and drink in who you are. Because you were born incredible. My favorite book says, before you were formed in your mother's womb, God knew you, and he sanctified you. And that sanctification is the process by which he gives you your gifts, talents, and unique abilities. And it is in providing you with those gifts, talents, and unique abilities that he allows you to go out and sprinkle your incredible on the world. Everybody take your finger, put your hands up, and just sprinkle your fingers. When you do this, you are sharing gifts and blessings with the world. And that's what you all do every single day. Look at the sprinklers over here. Everybody sprinkle! Woo! But celebrate who you are. Celebrate who you are. When I realized how important I was, I remember, and I shared with someone who stopped at my table today, they said, you know, your name is so beautiful. And my mom is she's such an amazing woman, and I remember asking her at the age of 6 why she named me Darnyelle. And she said, I named you Darnyelle because God showed me that one day you would exist in this world like no one else has existed in this world. And you are not an accident. And for many years, I felt like I was an accident because she didn't even know I was there. And ever since, at the age of 6, she shared that with me. I made it my mission to everywhere I go, in complete confidence, regardless of what else is going on, to own my incredible and to own who I am. Who you are and who you were created to be is not something that you should ever apologize for. And I'm sure that in your roles from time to time, you're given these experiences that make you feel like maybe you did something wrong. The task may have been done wrong, but you have never been done wrong. Turn to your neighbor and say, neighbor, you have never been done wrong. Neighbor, turn to the other neighbor. You have never been done wrong. Doesn't it feel good to affirm yourself and say who you are and say in power and in confidence that you make a difference? I remember working in corporate America. I have an admin today in my company. I wouldn't be able to do what I do were it not for people like you. So thank you for holding us up. Thank you for supporting us. Thank you for dealing with our crap. Because can we be honest? Sometimes there's crap, right? But that crap has nothing to do with the incredible that's in you. I want to highlight my friend Karen Burton, who I'm so honored. She's a rock star, you guys. And she is just such an amazing person who understands her incredible, or owns her incredible, and allows her incredible to serve the world every single day. And I would encourage each of you to make sure that that is what you do consistently over and over and over again. My last tip that I want to leave with you comes from two of my absolute favorite poems. And the first one is a poem by Marianne Williamson. It's called Our Deepest Fear. Has anybody ever heard it? Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. We ask ourselves, who am I to be talented, brilliant, fabulous, or to use my word, incredible? But who are you not to be? You are a child of God, and your playing small does not serve the world. When you let your light shine, you unconsciously give others permission to do the same. So continue to allow your light to shine so that others will be able to be their incredible in and around you all day. And as I close, my second favorite poem is called Come to the Edge. Come to the edge, he said. We can't, it's too far. Come to the edge, he said. We can't, we're afraid. Come to the edge, he bellowed. They came to the edge. He pushed them, and they flew. I believe you can fly. I believe you're incredible, and I encourage you to allow yourself to take flight and soar to heights that you've never seen before, because the incredible in you is exactly what this world and your organization needs every single day to do what it is that they were created to do. Thank you so much.